All right. I know y'all saw this title, clicked the video, and y'all are wondering, what the hell are you talking about, Ian? What do you mean there's a theory behind this? All right. So, obviously, NASCAR at Chicago is returning this weekend, and it's their second time racing at the streets of Chicago. Everybody knows last year, it was a big deal to see Xfinity and the Cup Series racing there. And I'm gonna be honest, even though I love seeing road courses in stock cars, and I've been saying this for like years, I'm gonna be honest, I was honestly not a fan or a supporter of seeing a NASCAR racing at the Chicago Street Race for a few reasons. Number one, we have a racetrack in Joliet, Illinois. And number two, Chicago, it's a shitty city, so I don't know about that. And number three, there's another reason why I really don't like it. It costed a racetrack that a lot of people attended, 100K. And because of ratings in 2022, unfortunately, it was knocked out the schedule after the 2022 season, replaced with the Chicago Street Race. And I do have a theory behind this. I never did a theory video, but I've been thinking about this for the longest time. And this is just a theory. Do not take this personally. It's just take it with a pinch of salt and all that. You know that saying? Anyway, so with that being said, let's begin. Y'all remember on the 4th of July of 2021 that we had the 4th of July weekend, we had the Xfinity Series race on Saturday at Road America. And then on Sundays, we had IndyCar Mid-Ohio and then the Cup Series at Road America, all of them on NBC. The ratings for the Xfinity race at Road America was 1.31 million on NBC, which is great for Xfinity. 2021 IndyCar Mid-Ohio ratings were 877,000 on NBC. And then the 2021 Cup race at Road America, which was their second race, their first race in 1956, it was astonishing 3.078 million on NBC. A good number in terms of modern NASCAR nowadays, the current state of NASCAR. And it was a popular race. A lot of fans showed up. And yeah, it was a success. And then here we are the next year in 2022. This is where things get weird. The Xfinity Series race at Road America was on USA and it had 881,000 people tuning in on the USA Network. IndyCar Mid-Ohio was on NBC once again, and 877,000 fans tuned in to see that race. And this is where it gets even weirder. Y'all remember the 3 million viewerships of TV ratings from the 2021 Cup race? Well, here's the one for 2022. The Cup race at Road America on USA was a disappointing 1.930 million. Almost 2 million people saw the race back in 2022 on USA, a cable channel. Why was it on cable? Because on 4th of July, for some reason, NBC put the IMSA race at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park at Canada Racetrack, a Canadian race, on NBC on Independence Day weekend in the US. And I remember, do not quote me by the way, and I remember hearing something like, if the ratings for the Cup race at Road America doesn't do well, they're gonna get rid of Road America and move their 4th of July weekend at Chicago in 2023. Unfortunately, that happened. After 2022, Cup racing at Road America was no more, even though more people showed up at the Road America race than 2021. They were going to Chicago. Not only Cup, but also Xfinity was also going to Chicago. And here we are with 2023. The Xfinity race at Chicago was a 1.177 million on USA, and for the Cup race at Chicago, it was an astonishing 4.79 million. Okay, I know those ratings from last year are good. It was a big deal. The anticipation was there. You know, a major NASCAR series first race on a street. But this is where the theory comes in. If y'all pay attention to the 2021 Road America races, both races were on NBC and the numbers were good. When we go to 2022, the Road America races were on USA, they declined and they were on cable channels. Not a lot of people have cable compared to like years ago, and to have major ratings on a race or on these sports is on the big local channels. And here we are 2023 for Chicago race weekend. The Cup Series have good ratings again on NBC. Y'all see what I'm talking about? This is where the theory comes in. I feel like with the rumors and hype of NASCAR racing in Chicago, especially after the iRacing event, I feel like NBC intentionally made the races go on USA, and they are aware that not a lot of people have USA, although USA households have more than NBCSN. But not a lot of people watch races on USA. Well, not a lot of people have cable. That's what I mean. Personally, I don't think it's a coincidence that the Road America races from NBC 2021, which were good, and then putting it on cable, see the ratings decline, which I feel like was NBC's perfect opportunity and move. NASCAR at the streets of Chicago. Remember, I could be wrong about this. I might be a bit right about this. I'm not sure. But Fox and NBC control NASCAR. They call the shots on NASCAR, which is the start times, the schedules, all that stuff. So theoretically, NBC Universal intentionally put the Road America races on cable. That way they can get the low ratings and put NASCAR at the streets of Chicago. And here's the thing. You would think, oh, but what about the attendance for the Cup race in 2022? They were bigger in 2021. Yes, they were. But here's the thing. NASCAR pays attention to the ratings. Whatever is not as popular, oh, bye-bye. Whatever is popular, they'll keep it for God knows how long. I feel like NBC was on this. That way NASCAR could get their Chicago race. And I've been thinking about that as a theory for a while. And I feel like it wasn't a coincidence that they put NASCAR Road America on USA and then put the Cup at Chicago to have 4 million. I just feel like Road America got screwed over by TV partners. Like I said, a lot of people showed up for the NASCAR races, even the Cup races for 2021 and 2022. Unfortunately, NASCAR cares about ratings, not about filling in the seats. It's all about ratings and ratings and ratings. And I just feel like the people who were in Wisconsin for those 2 years for Xfinity and Cup for 4th of July weekend got screwed over. That way, the TV partners can move NASCAR to the streets of Chicago. Like I said, the ratings, like I mentioned earlier, does explain it. But then again, that's just a theory. NASCAR is still racing at Chicago. I don't know, this could be the last year or next year is the last year and all that. Could we see Xfinity back at Road America one day? Could we see Cup back at Road America one day? I would love to see them back at Road America. I know everybody loves and misses the 4th of July Daytona weekend. I do as well. I grew up with that. But I feel like NASCAR racing at Road America on America's birthday weekend was honestly fitting, because what is more American than NASCAR? You can't be more American than that. NASCAR is just America. It's an American racing series, a popular American racing series, for better or for worse in the current state of NASCAR, but it's the most popular racing series in America. Like, come on, America. NASCAR racing on America's birthday weekend at Road America. How American can you get? I know it's not an oval, but still. But at the end of the day, that's just a theory. NASCAR is racing at Chicago once again this weekend, and we're not sure we'll see NASCAR Road America again. I would love to see that, but who knows? Hopefully one day. So there's my theory of NBC intentionally sabotaging Road America Race Weekend 2022. That way they can put NASCAR at Chicago. Obviously, I could be wrong about this. Like I said, take this theory with a pinch of salt. It's just a theory. I've been thinking about this theory, to be honest, but at the end of the day, it's just a theory. I could be wrong. So what do y'all think? Tell me in the comments below. Be civil as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is Ian, the Motorsports Man, signing off, and goodbye, everybody.